Doesn't Perlux own the rights to the Fluffy?
Since their debut, this author has remained anonymous, never revealing their true identity in public. Now that we've reached an agreement, I'll leave it in your capable hands. My secretary will be in touch to keep all parties apprised. By the way, before you leave, please accept this small... I've studied in detail the records of my colleagues' interactions with partners in Penacony, and I was particularly inspired by Aventurine's technique of giving small gifts that symbolize good fortune. So please, keep this chip with you as a...
Well, we'll be on our way then.
As your private detective, I must warn you that a grand exhibition of unprecedented scale would make for a perfect...
I understand. That's why I have a mission for you. Protect the Nameless at Starrail.
You actually think they would need my protection with their strength?
Hidden beneath each extrapolation, now that you've taken up the mask. Let's talk about payment. What do you want? The same as always?
Before we talk about payment, let's discuss the Herald of Death. Although the Department of Aberration Defense sealed and destroyed all records of the Bloodstained Games after the Herald of Death incident, the victims' families collectively received compensation so massive it could fill any gaping wound. So, I figured, but here's the interesting part. This item was nowhere to be found in that year's public financial report. Care to guess? It was you, the omnipresent IPC. To be precise, it was the IPC's technology department that paid this astronomical compensation.
Following the usual human drama tropes, am I supposed to give you a round of applause now? Being able to dig up all this information.
In movies, a big shot like you would usually raise a hand right up. Too much. And bang! That's when the gun goes off. And I, the poor sap who uncovered the truth, am supposed to bite the dust.
Sorry, my hand is on the checkbook and unavailable. Mr. Ashvale, tell me, how many zeros would you like to...
It's not about the money.
Indeed, money isn't the issue.
Are you trying to buy me off like some poor victim's family? Tell me. Why did the technology department pay to sweep this under the rug?
$300 million? I know you've always needed money. For cryosleep, supporting the families of fallen comrades, and for treating those who survived. Isn't this a...
I'm not your lackey, Intellitron.
500 million? I could...
I want the answer.
Oh, an unexpected choice. It defies my usual understanding of your decision tree. Note, I say this without sarcasm or ridicule. The answer is... I don't know much. Hard to believe, perhaps. But as CEO, my power... The Herald of Death affair lies 15 years... This world is like an unfinished game of chess that's been dragging on for years. The hidden moves laid by the previous player keep becoming my challenges. Even today.
But... since you've invited me to finish this game together, sharing...
Reasonable. I'll share Marcus and Tali, the Herald of Death. Last member of the Intelligentsia Guild, School of Evolutionary Perfection. 5 years ago, his identity was confirmed, and he was executed. Note, executed in every sense of the word. Miss Yabali, head of the technology department, took possession of his belongings, and even I don't have the clearance to access those records.
No wonder. So...
A serial killer coming back from the dead is the least of our worries. Even if a serial killer does come back to life, he's still just a serial killer who's been shut out of the Ionic game. What's more concerning is this. Someone wants to exploit the legacy of the Herald of Death. Miss Yabali took away everything that man left behind, except for the fear he instilled in the people of this world. And during the Phantasmoon Games, not only can miracles trigger wish power, but fear too. Based on my extrapolations, the appearance of... Mr. Ashvale, I've always respected you. But right now, I need to rely on your strength even more.
Respect. When I was younger, what I really wanted was to make the IPC fear me. The passage of deal, Madam Pearl. Whoever this new Herald of Death is.
By the authority vested in me as CEO of... Go ahead and do what you must.
My friend, I don't blame you, but I'm done being a breathing dead weight. So do me a favor and pay me back for that drink with this blood.
Just do it, you coward! Let me die as a Galaxy Ranger before I turn into a monster of abundance.
Shoot me, I beg you.
Thy sky go above. May you have a pleasant dream.
Not knowing who you are, not knowing why you exist here, that isn't life. In ancient times, humanity's daily goal was to obtain 2,000 calories of food. Humans back then knew they were just one member of the animal kingdom. They understood why they migrated, hunted, gathered. But now, in an era where you can get food delivered to your door with just a tap of your finger, effortlessly achieving that 2,000 calorie goal, humanity has lost its way like never before. Tell me, will the Phantasmoon Games bring a new direction to this world, Ashvale?
What's wrong with getting food with just the tap of your finger? Well, don't tell me you want to go back to the days when everyone was starving and 2,000 calories are pointless, but just for survival. It's the goals beyond 2,000 calories that define humanity. And the Phantasmoon Games holds up a mirror to humanity, allowing them to see their truest selves. I'm just a detective. Ask me such a profound question again next time, and I'll charge extra.
My apologies. I just heard you've met Madame Pearl, huh?
She dumped this hot potato of the Herald of Death on me.
on us. Judging by your expression, it seems less like a hot potato and more like a sweet fruit.
Because I have a lead now. To prevent copycats, you kept the Herald of Death's modus operandi from 15 years ago under wraps. Which means...
There's only a few people who could reproduce this killing method with such precision. The investigators from the Security Bureau and the Department of Aberration Defense at the time. And though...
Detective Kuchiba, I've heard that you've devoted considerable time to researching the crimes from the Phantasmoon games.
So, I'm the prime suspect.
Just a bit of minor deduction. After all, murderers always love to return to the scene of the crime. Isn't it coincidental that you happen to be standing right before my eyes?
That's not deduction. It's a conjecture at best. As for investigating those two categories of suspects, we've been doing that for a long time already. It's been 15 years. The relevant people and the victims' families have all gone their separate ways.
Yeah. After losing their loved ones in such a cruel way, their hearts were shattered. Many couldn't bear to stay in Dovebrook District and chose to... I remember seeing that in the case files you sent me. They even formed a mutual aid society for the victims.
I wonder... After all these...
Maybe they have.
Ah, you mean that charity with the slogan, Healing Smiles, Healing Arcadias?
Before he died, Kostad mentioned that group to me. He said quite a few young people in the gang left without looking back, just to join them. So I thought, maybe we should start by looking into their rivals.
The Research Society of Happy Smiles, huh? A charity that helps people escape their pain and find happiness, offering free counseling, medical care, all of that good stuff. Sounds like they've turned over a new leaf. How could...
I dug a little deeper into them. And...
You mean your monkey dug up something interesting?
Okay. Mr. N dug up something interesting.
That name rings a bell. Wait, isn't she the boss of Full Wish TV? I think she was one of the survivors of Graphia Academy too. This is getting a little too coincidental.
Luck's... Anyway, whether Full Wish is guilty or not, we won't know until we look into her.
Dovebrook District New Life Project. Public Recruitment and Mental Healing Seminar at the Research Society of Happy Smiles. And she's the speaker? Holding a seminar at a place meant to bury...
So what are we waiting for? It's time to drag Dovebrook District...
Are you talking? Yeah, I'm almost there.
I want more happiness.
This place is...
A rich person like Full Wish can make most people's...
Erasing history.
In past you have to understand.
That's quite alluring.
Your knowledge of these unofficial...
Miss Kuchiba, is that a rhetorical question? Or are you fishing for a confession?
Fishing. Don't be afraid. Now that you're a supplicant, public officials like me no longer have any authority over you. I'm guessing what you want goes beyond a straightforward act of revenge. If you were only out to avenge friends, with or without the Phantasmoon games. So tell me, Mr. Ashvale, what do you actually hope to get from the game?
Consider it a mystery. If I make it to the end, you'll know the answer before Aha does.
Well then.
Daily life here fits like a tailored prison uniform. Full Wish hasn't shown up yet. Let's start with the
I got called into another. Everyone is smiling at me. These days, when Emma left me, she must have left the kids to me for my own happiness. When I look back, I realize I was someone who...
Right? All thanks to Miss Foolish. Yesterday, I used to be too weak to even get out of bed. But after the Society's treatment, I am almost ready to walk out of the hospital.
Isn't that amazing? Hey, did you... You've come to the right person. I saw the news too. Wait,
Something like that. Still owed their underboss tens of thousands.
So your debt's wiped clean.
In the past, a lot of imagining.
Looks like it's about time.
Everyone, please.
By the Master of Elation, may they bless all souls. Very! Thank you for your smiles. They're like lamps in the dark. So precious. But before we celebrate as you all know, 15 years ago, during that day, I lost my parents, my classmates, and the others. The morning greetings. After that, all that remained of my world. A door shut tight. A room, just hearing the words. I even once thought... Back then, I was just an empty shell. Breathing, beating, but lifeless inside. And just as my soul was about to fade away, she didn't offer empty words of comfort. Child, would you try stepping outside this door? Out there are many people, broken by pain, just like you. But together, we can start picking up the pieces. One, she smiled at me. A war at the Mutual Aid Society, and yet, they taught me something. The smiles passed from one another. Each time, we share a true smile. That's why the Research Society of Happy Smiles was...
No more sorrow!
Everyone, I have questions for you. When was Minato? Do you ever feel like your days... Miss Bell Woods, you left school full of dreams, only to have your resume rejected again and again. You told your parents you were
Please, help me.
And Taija did the cold exclusion at school, and when we were born, no one had to teach us how to smile. But who would have thought that one day, even smiling would become so hard? Once, until the interastral, they flooded us with dazzling material desires, blinding our hearts. They wish power has elation. The truest light of life itself is being eaten away.
You said it. I work myself to death for scraps. And those useless loudmouths online. They do nothing with their lives.
The IPC is nothing but a nest of vampires!
Miss Foolish! Look around you. This land. Do you remember the moment I found, even through their pain, they gave me that smile? So listen well. Only join the Research Society of Happy Smiles. I'll help you rediscover the smile buried within yourself. And will grant your life. Our mission doesn't end with finding our own. While others pray to the eons for their own desires, we...
To fulfill Aha's wish?
Yes. To still every cry of sorrow.
The speech is over. What's your take, Detective?
She's so far gone, it's hard to make sense of it.
Then let's not overthink it. Let's talk to her directly. Miss Fullwish, I'm Kuchiba from the Department of Aberration Defense. I'd like to have a chat with you.
Ah, I see. You're here about the Sinwish Syndicate case, aren't you?
So, you were expecting us.
Oh, I heard the news. The entire Sinwish Syndicate massacred and... They may not have been saints, but I still pray for them.
Oh. How merciful of you. Though, rumor has it the Research Society of Happy Smiles had a few run-ins with them. Regarding recruitment, donations, turf. Sounds like plenty of reasons for conflict, don't you think?
Are you suggesting we had the Sinwish Syndicate killed? For conflict?
Whoa, wait, that's not what I said.
You know nothing about our finances. Every expense is covered by a Remember who you are. You are those, once the herald of death. Look at the smiles on the faces of those. The Research Society. Etch this into your heart.
What's going on?
Yes, as long as we're happy enough, there's nothing to fear. We won't die. Happiness.
Let go of your obsession. You're the one who should be dead. Come, join your brothers. Let the gears grind to a...
Sorry. That day will come. But for now, there are more important things I must do.
What did you say?
Nothing. Never mind. Looks like Fullwish... The bait was there. But she ignored it. And instead, she stirred up a whirlpool.
Quite the opposite, actually. Not only did she take our bait, but she also flat out told us she couldn't care less about the hook.
Huh?
The bloody bloom mark from the Sinwish Syndicate massacre. How did she know that detail? When we specifically obfuscated it with special mark, even in our internal reports. She broadcasted this information word for word, and even used it to stir up public sentiment, scattering it across the place like tossing blood-soaked feed into a fish pond. Now stopping the rumors from spreading will be even harder.
Well, maybe she has her connections, or maybe she made a lucky guess as one of the victims. Regardless, she's right about one thing. Trying to stop something from spreading today sure is a lot more difficult than 15 years ago.
So, Mr. Ashvale, did your lucky radar start blaring when it came to Fullwish?
There is something very wrong about that woman. You saw the way she played the crowd, huh? I guarantee you that it had nothing to do with her public speaking skills. She could very well be a supplicant in disguise. Still, This whole run has been smooth to an unbelievable degree.
You're right. It's too risky to make a direct move against a well-respected philanthropist and media tycoon.
There were people from all walks of life at the gathering just now. Workers, suits, students, the elderly, and even Mechatrons. Judging by their crazed enthusiasm, I highly doubt they'd be willing to testify against Full Wish. But...
Mr. Ashvale.
Don't get the wrong idea. I meant an old friend that I spotted at the gathering. By the way, ever watch Daybreak Squadron?
I thought you weren't...
Not me. Mr. N. He watches it.
Your monkey.
Anyway, come on.
Is that him?
Shh. Don't interrupt.
What? You lost him?
Not.
Hey, why are you...
We're just...
Mr... Ash...
Really? Cinderborn, the peacekeeper of our city, Vanquisher. Long time no see, Magnus.
You're not here for autographs, are you? I saw you two at the gathering. I don't understand. Why are you She's been nothing but a kind...
You heard about what happened with Sinwish Syndicate.
Then...
The perpetrator left the same signature as the Herald of Death did.
So, did that monster really kill Mr. Polwave and Costide? 15 years and he's back?
Mr. Magnus, you're one of the survivors of the...
Yes. That monster took my parents that day, but... What's the Sinwish Sin?
Because that Herald of Death was executed 15 years ago. That's for certain. The Sinwish Syndicate case, on the other hand, has copycat written all over it. And Full Wish is a suspect.
So, just because we're survivors, we automatically...
If that's what you want, Miss Kuchiba can arrange for it later. For now, I just want to ask you a few questions about this.
It doesn't matter if you have a few or 100 questions. 15 years ago, I was left all alone in this world. Abuse, deception, expulsion. It was the society that gave me the chance.
What about the Sinwish Syndicate then? If I recall correctly, they took care of you once. Old Polwave helped you deal with those relatives.
Listen, Mr. Ashvale, the debt I owe the Sinwish Syndicate will be paid. I will avenge them as a member of the Smile Society, as well as the Daybreak Squadron. I'll rip the Herald of Death out from the shadows in their name and see justice served.
You're in over your head. The new Herald of Death is very dangerous. I doubt a handful of actors like you can achieve anything
You think we're just a couple of kids playing soup? I haven't had my transformation surgery yet, but I can already power a mecha...
Boys, let's stay on topic, shall we?
I have nothing to say to you either, Miss Kuchiba.
Well done, Magnus. You're loyal.
You're...
Not by choice. These IPC dogs made it clear that...
Would you look at that? The hunters become the hunted.
What does it matter? If someone's looking...
You have 5 minutes for questions.
Never expected my first miracle as just... Let's get this over with then. And if you want to join... Fair warning. I'm out of practice. If you get hurt, that's your problem.
Don't hurt at all.
Mr. Ashvale, stop!
Eternal sleep is not... The dead will return!
In this mortal form, I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Mimi! Mimi!
The future will come! I've heard the call. Serenity is before me.
Existence is of no consequence. For tomorrow!
Write a new ending, Mimi!
Like it! Torment and doubt, farewell.
The future will come!
I'm sorry, Mr. Ashvale. I have to stop you.
Hooray, Cinderborn! The bringer of justice!
Oh, shut up!
Tear the sky! Empty shell! So with its substance!
For justice!
Hail the new dawn! Feel the scorching hatred. Empty shell. So with its substance. Empty shell. All stars burn to ash.
It hurts.
There's something seriously wrong with you.
Enough!
What's the matter, defender of the city? This is the real Phantasmoon Games, Magnus. This is the bloody truth under the mask of the Elations game. 15 years ago, at dusk in this city, the Herald of Death tore people apart, one by one. Did he ever stop to ask even once, is it enough? I know you want to make something out of yourself, like the trailblazer of the Astral Express, and I know you want to catch the new Herald of Death and crush him like a bug, using the same methods he used against the Sinwish Syndicate. But here's the deal. It's not your duty. You mentioned a conversion surgery earlier. Are you saying that all society members underwent some kind of unknown modification? That figures. I was wondering why these people looked like they felt no pain at all. What? Nothing to say? Fine by me. 3 minutes left. That's long enough for me to question them. Time to hurry and get some answers from these people while they're still on the ground. Hey, lackey!
Pain should not exist.
Smile.
The laughter.
Those who suffer shouldn't exist.
What the heck?
This is... with a prick of the needle, no more than a mosquito's bite. The doctor puts this small thing inside your eyelids, even smaller than a synesthesia beacon. And people who have had the surgery say that it soothes, even your body becomes stronger, and your mind clearer and more focused. A state where you...
So... you haven't...
I'm not ready yet. I've been thinking it over, but the rest of the squadron had it, and they've all become happier. They say it's the necessary step to becoming a true superhero, Mr. Ashvale.
The surgery won't make you stronger, nor will it help you get your revenge. These guys on the floor are proof enough. Remember the hesitation and fear you feel in this moment, Magnus. If people simply erase their perception of fear and pain instead of overcoming them, then those people will never find true strength. Go now. I have some cleaning up to do.
So, did you...
These people have all been processed by the Smiles Society. Heck, who knows what method they used. It completely neutralized their ability to feel suffering and despair and gave them bodies like... Say, is this the kind of treatment that the medical...
As if. I doubt they even bothered to submit.
Which means Fulwish has far more dirty laundry than we initially expected. The idea was to find the Herald of Death with the leads we had. But here we are, going deeper down an increasingly scarier rabbit hole.
Judging by their... If all this has nothing to do with the Herald of Death, then it matters little. After all, how they pursue happiness is their own choice. It's only human instinct to avoid pain, right? Such
Not a crime. Well, my instinct right now is telling me that this definitely has something to do with the Herald.
Unfortunately, Mr. Ashvale, we need evidence.
I'm here to follow my senses and dig up whatever's at the bottom of that. Besides, I don't think we need to turn over every stone to figure it out. If the new Herald of Death and Fulwish are connected, we'll be seeing another move soon enough. If I were her, I'd choose...
Madame Pearl promised that top-level
And you are staring right at him.
According to Sunday, the crow should lead me to Blade's whereabouts. Since it stopped here, that means...
I wasn't even looking for you. Yet here you are.
We haven't even settled the score over the mask you stole from the Sinwish Syndicate. And
What do you, or should I say, all of you, want?
General Yao Guang of Yu Chui has come to this world and is looking for you. Dragons clash in the wilderness, their ichor dark and yellow. In her divination, you will become a slave to your own violence, bringing a catastrophic end to all. The only violence within you that comes to my mind is Shuhu. The emanator of abundance who resurrected time and time again. The monster who turned planets into living beings and merged billions of people into flesh spheres. The Xianzhou fears that he is using your body to resurrect himself.
So, what's your plan? Kill me again.
oh my, things are getting a little heated. Should I get you both slushies?
Thank you.
I'll pass.
While General Yao Guang's divination may foretell a death battle between us, that doesn't necessarily mean it's the only interpretation. My experiences on the Express have shown me time and time again that even fates set in stone aren't entirely immovable. I have no intention of getting into a quarrel with you, but I need to make sure that the presence of the Stellaron hunters won't endanger my companions, or the future of this planet. Thus, I must know your purpose here, Blade.
He stated this trip would be connected to death.
Should I congratulate you?
Much obliged. In my experience, it's best not to get your hopes up too soon. Prophecies rarely unfold the way you expect. However, the General's divination isn't entirely baseless. Ever since my arrival here, I have been feeling restless. There's another power here beckoning me.
Is there another form of abundance in the world besides you?
Perhaps there is more than one.
Are you referring to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Or the...
Something far more... unclear.
As such, I'll keep an eye on you until everything settles. That's as far as I'll go.
Did you two just agree to some weird collaboration?
I'll leave that matter in your hands, Silverwolf.
I don't get it. That good-for-nothing detective didn't even blink an eye before selling us out to Pearl. And you still plan on working with him?
There are things only he can get done.
Hey, you two. Why the long faces?
Come on, smut.
Thank you, but I'll... Another one.
Well, locals say ever since the Sinwish...
Blurry QR cult? That's so unusual.
Why would the author of Fluffy Across the Blue... You're taking it a bit. Someone who can draw some... I heard the Fluffy's been run, but after that memory bubble movie... Old Odie produced, became a massive hit. The Astral Express's adventure stories spread far and wide, and the Fluffy started gaining popularity. Now the latest chapter, The Sacred Flames Return, Amphorius's creation, is sold out This cult sure knows a lot about our journey. Yes, you've told us the story of Cinderborn 10 times since we got back from Perlux Tower. According to the address the Perlux employee gave us, it looks like we've arrived at a familiar place.
For such a small place.
Turn left at the first intersection, then turn right. The Furbobo Weekly News? Oh, don't tell me the author of the Fluffy is actually... come on, let's go upstairs. The fluffy goes puff, puff, puff. Pom-poms for extra fluffy stuff.
Please come in. Let me guess. Why are you here? What's the problem? I'm the magazine's founder, its president, and its editor-in-chief. It's only...
A million? President Nihilux has already been behind on my... behind on every...
You saw right through me. As a reward for seeing through my disguise, allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Nihilux. You can also...
Aw, no wonder you were tagging along back at Perlux Tower, acting like you knew us so well. Wait... This blurry QR cult persona isn't a fake.
Identity is just a mask and a body. Real or fake, it's all in how you see it. At the very least, for now, there's no other blurry QR cult around who could show up at Starrail Fest for a live signing and hype up the Astral Express, right?
So, you already know why we're here.
Just a little deduction, that's all. The news about Starrail Fest is already everywhere online. Knowing how that perfectionist Madame Pearl operates, she's definitely pulling strings to make your collaboration a success. Naturally, having me step in was part of her plan.
If that's the case, will...
That said, I'll have to respect... Not to brag, but Fluffy Across the Blue is ridiculously popular in this world. If tickets weren't limited, the line would wrap around the planet twice. That's not a signing event, but a public execution, right?
Yeah, that does sound pretty horrifying.
Could be tomorrow, could be next month, but definitely not today.
So tell me, Miss Nihilux, do you really have the right to refuse us? You've used the crew's likenesses and adventure experiences without permission. Surely you owe us some form of compensation.
Why are we talking?
Today, on behalf of the entire Astral Express crew, for your violation of our publicity rights, emotional damages, and lost wages, I hereby demand 1.6 billion credits.
How did you work that?
Believe it or not, I don't have a single coin on me right now.
That's impossible. Just your royal...
Due to, unknown circumstances, my luck with money hasn't been great. But I get what this is really about. I'll show up at Starrail Fest. Is that...
Then it's settled. Thank you, Colt.
That said, I also hope the two of you, as the original inspirations, will take some time to familiarize yourselves with Fluffy Across the Blue before time to attend Miss Nilux's class. Please follow me.
So, what do you...
It's her turned into a cute little animal?
Yes, this is... But even for some... The cute and clever one is March Bunny. The unruly but reliable one is Baseball Raccoon. This is what we call a concrete archetype, paired with an abstract character. And the abstract side of a character will only be further simplified in the eyes of the reader. So, how do you think the readers... Don't underestimate your heroic deeds and accomplishments, but while the hero in turn, the reader's perception, if she can't come up with, unfortunately, the creation of Fluffy across the blip, honestly, after drawing comics for so hundreds of amber eras ago, now, to get the same although the Fluffy special, ever since all the but if someone from the Astral Express could quietly feed me a few... Whoa! Does blurry QR code have a... Oh, that'd totally save the Fluffies. After all, my little Furbo crew will do a 50-50 split.
I've already figured out how to spend the royalties. First, I'll buy Pom Pom 10 new outfits, then get Himeko a brand new coffee machine.
All right, since we've got the profit split sorted. Heroes and devils, my hero.
A supplicant is the master of wish power. But wish power can also become the shackles that bind the supplicant, forcing them. Love and hatred are alike. Dependence resembles fear. What commands wish power isn't only love, but also hatred. Thank you. These notes will really be a big help to her.
Good. I'm so glad. For generations, many members of our family have attempted to enter the Phantasmoon Games, hoping to rely on the Aeon's immense power to lift the curse afflicting the Graphia bloodline. Some came close to the mask, but could only watch as history passed them by. Others wore it, only to fail in the end. That was until 400 years ago, when your great-great-grandfather Hero won the Phantasmoon Games and successfully gained it. But the family's curse was not broken. In his notes he wrote, "Just as the god of destruction cannot cradle a bouquet, so too is the god of elation powerless against a curse."
Father, are you wondering what it was that healed me?
I know you're keeping something from me. But I don't care what cured you 15 years ago. As long as you're alive still, as a father, there are things I must say, even if you don't want to hear them. As an artist, I'm fascinated by fleeting lives. How they struggle, they suffer, and in doing so, but as a father, I can't stand by and watch my daughter walk into tragedy. I bless you to be a hero, to welcome the same end as Akiviri. Those are words I could never speak.
The road ahead is shrouded by uncertainty, and that's why someone must take the first step, to trailblaze a path others can follow.
I can't stop you, even though every part of me wishes you'd stay. But this is your choice, my daughter's choice. All I can do is stand by you quietly and pray you'll come back safely. Do you still remember the bedtime story I used to tell? They say there was once a princess in the sky. Day and night she painted in her celestial garden, untouched by the joys and sorrows. One night, a thunderous sound echoed from her painting. Curious, she stepped inside. through seas of flower, there stood an ancient tower, so tall it pierced the heavens.
Climbing the endless staircase, the princess reached the summit, and from there she saw the world beyond her garden. In the distance, she heard cries, the voices from that tower of infinity. Descended the world painter to walk the mortal realm, to go where there are cries, to go where there are flames. That is the meaning of Murata.
But beyond the family name, my interpretation of our ancestor's name, Graphia, Himiko, whatever choice you make, if this is truly what you want, then go. Use those steps blazed upon trail.
Thank you, Dad. By the way, how's your health? You haven't picked up any bad habits like smoking or drinking while I was away, have you?
As the Dean of Graphia Academy, I still have to set a good example for my students. It's just, my tendinitis keeps acting up. My herniated disc is getting worse. Himiko, how long will you be staying?
At least until the lunar cycle shifts. I'll stay here and...
I see. If only the Phantom Moon could stay full forever. Himiko, safe travels on the trails ahead.
Welcome to Foolish TV's special news segment, Arcadian Morning Report. I'm your host, Poofy.
Hi everyone, I'm your host, Snowy. The Starrail Fest exhibition venue funded by Pearlex Corp and constructed by Turbogen Heavy Industries has officially been completed.
Thanks to modern imagenesis technology, it took only a day for the Skyline's lookout cloud to take on a completely new look.
Starting today, the Lookout Cloud line is officially opening up its stop for the Starrail Fest exhibition areas. The exhibition areas opening on day one include the Bellabog area, Sianjolafu area, and Penacony area, showcasing the legendary adventures of the Astral Express. The Infurious area, which is currently under construction, will open in due course.
For this event, Pearlex Parallax cordially invites several crew members of the Astral Express to visit and be interviewed, including the Trailblazer, who recently joined the Phantom Moon Games as a supplicant.
That is certainly something to look forward to. I heard Parallax has also invited Blurry QR Cult, the author of Fluffy Across the Blue, for a signing session. It'll be the first time the author reveals their true face in public.
An exhibition to gather wish power. Now that's an interesting scheme. Leave it to Pearl to come. Parallax excels at creating dreams for both children and adults. And the Astral Express is exactly the kind of otherworldly dream that fascinates the people of this world.
Sometimes I wonder if Jade invited us here with the intention of giving her colleagues a winning edge in the Phantom Moon Games.
For Pearl, this Ionic game is probably also a good opportunity to observe and study the way we operate.
Though, compared to our usual opponents, this Intellitron executive is a surprisingly...
It's not rationality that concerns me. It's the irrational factors. Exactly. News of the Dovebrook bloodbath has already blown up online. The Department of Aberration Defense tried to clamp down on the rumors, but plenty of people are still linking it to the Herald of Death from 15 years ago. With such a large crowd gathering there, this exhibition could very well become a target for the new Herald of Death.
Pearl must have contingency plans for situations like this, right? That old guy? No way!
Whatever Pearl has planned, we must consider the possibility that the Herald of Death might attack the venue. We won't just be there to showcase the Astral Express to the people of this world. We'll also need to stay on high alert for any suspicious activity.
It's about time. You should get going.
They're both out on a mission with General Yao Guang. Don Hung is tracking Blade's whereabouts, while Sunday is working with Miss Ting Yun. Both of them are tied up. Looks like they won't...
Someone's got to stay behind on the Express to keep the conductor company and be ready for any emergencies that pop up. You guys have fun out there, but stay safe. Contact me right away if anything comes up.
Looks like the heavy burden of documenting our travels falls on yours truly once again. I'll make sure to snap tons of pics so I can tell you guys all about the exhibition when we get back. Starrail Fest, here we come!
Peaceful days are like breezes, carrying the scent of wheat fields.
Please be mindful of your personal belongings. Thank you!
Passengers heading to Starrail Fest, please prepare to board. Oh, the trains have been placing... Oh, I could already feel everyone's enthusiasm turning into waves of wish power along the way. No wonder everyone's running around with such high spirits. Ding, ding, dong, dong. The express is about to depart. Heroes, please stay seated and hold on tight. This special train is bound for the Starrail Fest exhibition. By the laughter above, may the smile of plain Arcadia grace our face.
Cloudline.
Thank you for riding with us today. May the laughter watch over you, and please enjoy your journey.
Oh, wow! The exhibition entrance is packed with Express fans!
Take care of your personal belongings.
Hurry up! Hurry up! We'll miss out if we're late!
Are those hired cosplayers over there? Feels like the express crew is
Chat, I've made it in safely! For those who couldn't get tickets, you can catch the entire fest through my live stream today! Next to me is my partner... Oh, wait, what are you doing?
'Tis I, Cold.
Where'd you get that mask from? It looks so weird.
Such trifles matter not. What doth matter most is securing the autograph of Master Blurry QR Colt upon this book of mine.
The signing event hasn't even started yet. Besides, Sanjo people don't talk like that.
What's our motto?
Through stars we soar! The Express is our home! Wow! That Astral Express! We love you! We love the Trailblazer! Our Astral Express! We love you! Shh, this isn't Amphorius, you know. Watch what you say. The family want to take a photo together?
No, thanks.
Who'd have thought there'd be social situations that even Himiko's afraid of? If Don Hung and Mr. Yang were here, I can't even imagine the looks on their... What a... I'm pretty sure Don Hung wouldn't want to experience this. So many fans out there. Oh, hold on. That's not good. We need to be on high alert. Who knows? So, I'm gonna brave the danger and... You talk too much.
Don't wander off too far, though. We still have official business later.
Got it. We'll just hang around here.
That express girl is here! Quick!
I can't tell you who sits next to me.
So how's that for pure love, huh?
Hi! Trailblazer. Sorry to bother you. Mind doing a Our audience is absolutely dying to hear about the new supplicant in town.
No problem. But let's keep...
First question. Seeing as Plain Arcadia was the starting point of the Express's new voyage, how would you describe...
Plain Arcadia has left quite an impression on me. An ancient world that somehow feels so modern, so vibrant and colorful. Everyone's chasing the latest trends, looking for fun. I'd say this place is more like a never-ending carnival.
Interesting! Throughout the history of the Phantom Moon Games, it's been extremely rare to have such a renowned cosmic figure as yourself participating. As the Astral Express's supplicant...
I'm just a passerby. Who am I to change this world? But if I can, I hope to show everyone the spiritual strength of what the Trailblaze represents.
That's an impressive answer. Speaking of which, after joining the games, you...
Sparksy gets her kicks through chaos and madness. That kind of out-of-control elation is way too dangerous. As for the other native supplicants, as long as they don't make the games dangerous, I'd rather cooperate with them than defeat them through violence.
Speaking of local supplicants, we've noticed that Starrail Fest is Perlux Corp's way of rolling out the red carpet for the Express.
The IPC's interests? Nah. At the end of the day, this is a festival for everyone. And I'm just one of the guests. I'm not the master of this place.
Thank you for your valuable time.
What a pretentious answer.
No worries. This material will do just fine.